Hello, this is Andrea Michele Baleotto, and this is the feasibility or business plan for PUMA company. It has been produced for the capstone class for post-university 2020. A quick background on this amazing company. We know that the sportswear industry has been founded in 1919 by the Dassel brother in Herzogenaurach, Germany. The base or the foundation place of this company, which expanded throughout the 60s and the 70s in the whole Europe, thanks to the production and promoting of the first soccer cleats, Puma King, that enhanced the awareness of this brand throughout competition sports events and led this company to be the third giant sportswear industry right after Nike and Adidas. As we know, Puma experiences huge losses over the years due to the miscalculation of strategic management and other promotion strategies that slow down the expansion progress of this company. In fact, we're gonna expose the problem of this company, which is the low percentage of customers from the US that purchase Puma products. This problem statement focuses on the pandemic that affected most of the world due to the regulation that countries had to implement to regulate the ongoing pandemic. This led to the closure of multiple stores that affected the sales throughout the world because most of the stores were closed, so the sales definitely decreases throughout the first 2 quarters, and Puma experienced a slowly increase in sales or a slowdown in the decline. So for what concerns the opportunity for Puma, the opportunity is really high as pandemic affected most of the small businesses, and the opportunity for Puma is to reach and predict the forecasting reopening for colleges in order to create partnership and create a huge impact in the market share for the US. Mostly, this goal is achieved by the implementation of partnership with NBA or NFL ranked athletes, as Puma needs a figure or a promoter to expose the brand in this new market segment to enhance the sales. In the slide before, we proposed the goals for this feasibility and business plan. Now we're going to focus on each goal supported by different smart objectives. For the first goal, it is proposed for Puma to increase the percentage from 12.9 to 20% by the end of the 2025. This goal is important because Puma needs to increase its market share in the US, as Nike and Adidas are experiencing huge sales in this market share, which is forecast to be the highest profitability market in the whole world. So the first goal is going to be supported by these smart objectives, which are the increase of inventory turnover, because Puma has a lot of inventory on hand due to the pandemic that led to the closure of multiple stores. So the first goal is to cut down the inventory cost to enhance the inventory turnover ratio. Secondly, we're gonna focus on discount campaigns to enhance the inventory turnover by disposing 30% discounts on the second purchase of a product in the Puma stores. Thirdly, the production of new products or product lines are going to be focused on define the buying criteria for this new market segment. Moreover, we're gonna propose also free gift card for people that cannot afford the new products, in a way that they can enter the lottery by purchasing only one product and be able to gain and win a gift card of $2,500 to spend in any Puma store. Lastly, as pandemic affected most of the small businesses, Puma can forecast and or predict the establishment of more than 50 retail stores, as it can enhance the sales once the pandemic has been completely managed. For what concerns the second goal, Puma needs to focus on partnership with NBA or NFL player in a way that they can enhance Puma's awareness and Puma visibility among the US, as we know that NFL and NBA are the most important sports in the US. So the smart objectives proposed will be to contact university and propose survey about Puma so that student can determine the affection and the passion for this brand, and Puma can determine which university or colleges will be most likely to be contracted for a new partnership. Secondly, focusing on the young players or promising players in college, offering 4 years contract, because NCAA is allowing students athletes to be paid or to gain endorsement, to gain profit by the endorsement partnerships. So Puma can utilize this opportunity to stretch his campaigns throughout the use of this student athletes account. So once Puma can partner with these athletes, it's important to use monthly basis products for them and provide them with the best products ever in order to increase the brand awareness, and implement weekly posts to promote the products and utilize codes to gain discounts for athletes or people that want to purchase the same product as these athletes. Thirdly, is more of a specific goal, because this one focuses on creating a partnership with Nicolo Magnon, the new promising player drafted by Golden State Warriors into 2020. Nicolo is an Italian-American player, and he's really important. He's a really important figure for Puma, as he's a new face in the environment. So Puma can take advantage of this situation by offering him a 5 years contract of the value of 70 million plus bonuses depending on the releases of products, on the product sales, and the campaign's effectiveness. Mostly, Nicolo has been chosen to partnership and to create the new RXWO, the new product and basketball shoes that enhance the grips, the stiffness, the cushions, the traction score, all these characteristics for the perfect and most suitable shoes for the basketball players. In this way, Puma can utilize his notoriety to increase the market share in the US. Least but not for important is the fourth goals, that is for Puma to provide kits, uniform and equipment to colleges, to create a stable income and create a long-term partnership that will enhance Puma awareness among the students and the promising athletes that go to this university. To enhance the possibility for Puma to grow alongside and over the years, it's going to be important to predict which colleges are going to reopen sooner than others, to implement this survey and determine the likelihood for the college to contract with Puma. To do so, it's important for Puma to enhance the procurement process and the procurement management to increase the chances for colleges to be tempted to partner with Puma, as is gonna be the new sportswear industry in the US, as Nike and Adidas already have been settled over the years. In fact, Puma can utilize these partnerships to have TV airing, as NCAA's games most of the times, and especially the NCAA tournaments are aired on TV, on national TV. They have streaming websites, and also we can find highlights of the highlights of the games on YouTube, which is another way for people to rewatch the game, watch the performance of the players, and especially the kits, the cleats and the equipment that they use, so they can be like as inspiration for other people to increase their performance and achieve higher goals like Puma wants to. In this financial management, we're going to focus on the financial ratios and financial aspects of the company. As we know, in the 2020, the interim report and the third quarter showed that slowly came back from the decline that was affected by the COVID, as the sales were decreased by 16.3%, the gross profit margin was decreased by 3.0%, and also the earning per share of each share has been decreased by minus 0.40% for 0.40 euros. So we know that PUMA needs to focus on the financial aspects of the company to predict and forecast the adjustment in the feasibility or business plan. Indeed, the only good part of this 2020 is the slowly came back and the credit that PUMA asked the consortium in order to be ready for the 2021 and the new projects that are ready to be enhanced and proposed to the population. So now we're gonna focus on the quantitative analysis, which is the analysis that determine the quantitative aspect of the project. In fact, we're going to focus on different metrics that will determine the effectiveness of the project against its scheduled plan. For example, the variance of the schedule, which can determine if the project is following the schedule or is going out of track, so adjustments are needed. Secondly, to determine the production it's effective and there are no issues, the planned engineering activities are going to be calculated utilizing the formula utilization percentage is equal to the planned engineering effort divided by the total time spent on the project. Moreover, we know that the financial statements such as the profit and loss statements, the balance sheet, the income statements are really important to forecast and predict the investment returns or the effectiveness of a strategy. So we're gonna focus on the sales, the cost of goods sold, the gross margin, operating expenses, all these aspects that determine the effectiveness of our investment. Lastly, for what concerns the survey, we're going to use a survey based on the ratio scales as we want to know if PUMA reaches a high level among the students or the notoriety and the visibility of this brand is really low. So this survey can enhance the determination. Here I'm gonna be proposing the concept that I took from the MBA program with the concentration in project management. Project management is a concentration that focuses on increasing the skills and the knowledge for leaders in order to increase the communication, the teamwork, and the overall performance of the company. So it has been really important for me to increase the project management skills alongside Excel, as we know that the best way to present data is to be clear, is to be effective, and to be quick, so that the team can understand what you're talking about, that can follow you throughout the schedule of the project. Moreover, I'm gonna talk about the other concepts such as the emotional intelligence and knowledge of the financial ratios, which are the most important concepts for me, because emotional intelligence leads you to understand others after you understand yourself first, in a way that you can communicate and work with them at 100%. While knowledge of financial ratio is also important, as we know that these financial ratios such as ROI, such as return of assets, are important to determine the effect of the project and its plan.